Hey everybody, just doing a little bit of a late night stream. Got a little bit more work to do, so if you guys want to come hang out, you're welcome to do so. I'm gonna do a little bit of troubleshooting. Gotta see why this isn't working. Properties. Okay. Okay, that's not working. Let's try this one. Properties. Good. Edward, hey, you still watch the first stream? Hey, Mickey. Good to see you guys. Right, so for some reason, when I stop a stream, my iPad won't show up anymore. This is a spreadsheet that Double King made. Hey, Angela. This is a spreadsheet that Double King made for spell suggestions, tweaking the things. But right now, what I'm working on is a map. I'm trying to figure out how to get this video capture device. Create new iPad. Okay. There we go. For some reason, I just need to make a new iPad source every time every time I start a new stream. That's weird, but it worked. How are you, Evan? And how is the almond supply? Almond supplies, it's going good. Let's see. Actually, we're getting a little bit low. So out of my 3-pound bag, we're down to maybe a pound. But I just had some Tijuana flats, so doing good. Got back from Bible study tonight with the family, and Grandma is watching the kids tonight, so got some time to work. So we got some tacos on the way home. So, and I asked JP Couvert how in the world he's so cool. He helped me out. I asked him, how in the world do you get how do you draw stairs? And look at what he just whipped up. Oh, he's like, oh yeah, just like this. Big shape first, then add horizontal steps. I was like, oh, he makes it look so easy. So yeah, there you go. That's, oh, you guys can't see. Not that one. This one. There you go. Look at that. Big shape first, so triangle, and then the stairs. So like that's it. Looks easy when he does it, but when I do it, no. So maybe we can petition him to make a follow-up isometric drawing video. Like what if I wanted to? So like what if I wanted to like draw something like making a box is easy, right? So there's a box, and you know, if it's a 3D box, there you go. But what if I wanted it to be like at an angle, or like rotate it just slightly? Like how would I do that? I don't know. like whatever I do, it he's a wizard. He's a wizard. Yeah, he's definitely a wizard by all of his stuff. I haven't got over the stream from earlier. So yeah, we're picking up right where we left off. This one is probably not going to be as long as the first one. First one was like 8 hours or something, 7 hours. Okay, so what we're doing right now is we're finishing up this area here of this thing, and I'm gonna go back. I gotta add like some plant stuff here, so I gotta add a little bit of bad guys here, maybe some other details, like there is a crack in the wall, so I might so there's like supposed to be a crack in the wall here, so I can sort of do like this to make it look, there you go. So it's like in an alcove, like the crack in the wall is going to be like right here, like a big crack in the wall. It's gonna be super sketchy. Big old crack in the wall. And we're gonna have the death-briar plant coming out of there. I would not adventure in this particular cave. But hey, I'm not an oath sworn. And then there's some rubble down here. And then I'm gonna draw. I think I'm gonna draw the death-briar plants in red, because that's sort of their thing. Okay, so here I think I need to draw some. I need to draw like the doorways. So let's draw a circle. Let's try to do a better circle. Okay, so that is a circle. I don't know if that's gonna help. So I'm trying to draw a door here. A door, because this door is gonna be closed. Let's draw it in a new layer so I can erase things more easily. Can you guys hear? Can you 10:45. Oh yeah. I was like, what is 10.45? 11:45. Just in for my errands to down. All right, cuppa. What a cuppa? What do you have in your cuppa? Is it a cup of tea? Or cuppa? Too late for cup of Joe. My wife is a tea drinker in our house. Not I. There we go. It's a pretty good door. That's a little bit inset. There we go. Cool. It's like an herbal tea, like a sleepy time tea. Since it's so late, or are you like a caffeine junkie? Keach peach. Yeah, I like that. I like that. There we go. So we got a door there. And this one is going to have a door as well. And if I was smart, yeah, I did put it on a different layer. So this one is going to have a door. Maybe the door should be like inset from the hall. No, you generally have doors right there. I can't really do a whole lot of caffeine, but recently I found out it's more. Oh, morning. Darjeeling. I don't know what a Darjeeling is, but it sounds lovely. It's morning there. Okay. Very good. Well, I hope you have a lovely morning. So I guess it's Thursday for you. How's the future? I hope the future's great. You'd tell me if it weren't. Okay, so this is more of like a collapsed wall, so we need to do something like that. Am in West Oz. Yes, Thursday. Awesome. West Oz. Sounds perfect. Sounds like it's green everywhere. Sounds like a great place to be. Isn't West? Isn't that where you guys been having like a lot of electricity issues, or is that just like the news and it's not really? Yeah, you have flying cars yet, Keach Beach? Tell it to us straight. Yeah, how are the? Or is that a different spot? Where there's been like a bunch of problems with like electricity stuff. All right, so I think I'm gonna have to. So like I'm gonna have some cool stuff like on Angelo's. Yeah, red flying cars. I'm gonna have some cool stuff on this wall. I think it'll be okay. Oh, I was just thinking if I have to move it or not. So here, there's going to be a sort of, how does it look over here? Okay, so it's a land bridge. It's going to be a land bridge. I'll just draw this part across first. And we'll erase this part. Yeah. Erase this. Then here, we have a little bridgey bridge. How do I feel about that? Let's erase a little bit first. I don't know how I feel about that. That's the East Coast, we in the West wisely always use alliteration. Wisely kept our electricity in the public domain. All right, well, good for you. Way to go, West. West Coast, best coast, right? Way to go. Way to go, Westies. I assume you guys are called Westies. And also, what is a Darjeeling? Interested to find out what that is. So I would like to do like a waterfall type of thing over here, but I'm afraid that might be beyond my my capabilities. But we'll see. You can sort of draw the spray like coming up off the waterfall a little bit. The kangaroos are eating the power lines and stuff. Here we have to worry about the alligators in Florida. So I feel your pain. I don't know if that looks like water or not. Maybe a little bit of like shading will help the situation. I'm Gentle on the oh hey Gentle, yay for the multiple names. We're called sand gropers because there's so much desert between us and the rest of us. Oh, tell me about the wasn't there like an emu war back in the day? So I'm pretty close to exhausting my knowledge of Australia, but from what I understand, there was a pretty cool emu war back in the day. And you guys used to have Steve Irwin, pretty cool guy. Yep, that's about it. You live in the future. I mean, obviously. Yeah, that's not. That's not. Is that helping? I don't know. Let's add. Let's make this a little bit more womply here. We gotta womple these walls a little bit. The emu war, they won, luckily. The emus won? Or the humans? Are you an emu? Maybe Darjeeling is code. It's some emu word. I'm on to you. We got some rocks over here. Let's see what else we have. I think if we just sort of add like a more clear like line here, that might help a little bit because we do sort of have a lot going on with this waterfall. Maybe I'll send this to JP once I'm done. So let's make a new layer because I want to draw some cool spooky things over here. Keech Peach is an emu, confirmed. Darjeeling is a variety of real tea grown in Darjeeling, India. Oh, okay, yeah, it sounds like an Indian. Very mild, gentle tea, good for drinking without milk. You drink tea with milk? Here in the States, milk and tea it's like milk and steak. Not common, if that wasn't clear. Not particularly common. Darjeeling is such a cool name, though. I only know the word because of the Darjeeling Limited film. Like, I feel like I've heard the word before. You guys gonna make me do some Googling. Darjeeling. Isn't it like that? That's a it's from like some story or something, isn't it? Where have I heard that before in popular culture? It's a popular site for Bollywood and Bengali films. I do like Bollywood films. I don't know. Google's not helping. Hey Shane, never played D&D, but started looking into DMing for the first time so I could play with my kids. Oh, nice, nice. It would be fun for me to run enemies. Have you started yet, Shane? Yeah, that's super cool. Hey Bruno, good to see you, man. Isn't it like super late where you are? Or no, you're in South America, right? Same time zone, or roughly. Right, so I think that's probably enough for this. Maybe you can add like another couple of rocks or something just to show like, okay, this isn't. You can add like a big chunk of wall that has fallen, maybe. We're just hanging out, talking about tea and flying cars and the usual. Can't be long, yeah. Work early tomorrow. All right, yeah. A lot of people here in the States are getting off work already. Fellow Floridian, high five, Mickey. I have to say that hot tea with milk is wildly underrated in our area. Okay, I've never been a tea drinker, but sounds cool. Dad win, Shane? Yeah, absolutely, Shane. Let me know if have you started? Yeah, high five. Have you started DMing yet for your kids? My ear, hey, yeah, pump these out. Have 2 likes. Yeah. Thank you. Oh, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, let me know. Let me know. Shoot me an email or let me know. My ear just run on a map for one of the adventures. So this is like the final adventure. This is for the final adventure. Um, So yeah, let me know if you can let me know on Discord or somewhere. I'd love to hear how it goes. A few people have played with their kids already, and had pretty good success. They will love it. Just focus on their fun. Yeah, can't lose. I mean, you can lose, but you'll be fine. You'll be fine. I feel like this is looking more like a tree than cracks. Yeah, let's erase that. We'll just undo it. We'll just undo that. We have to sort of like make shapes that, okay, like trees don't grow like this kind of way, you know. Cracks in the walls. I'm gonna have to like look up what cracks in the walls look like. Yeah, I'm really trying to finish this ASAP for you guys and for me, because like I'm like honestly I'm like really pretty excited about like what's coming next. I'm so excited about like making more stuff that that I need I need to finish this, you know. So that's where my head is. Okay, let's see. Okay, that helps a little bit. I think that's good. All right, so let's work on. Oh, we have to add the big giant Venus flytrap. I kind of like how this one turned out, so I might just draw over this one, trace my own stuff a little bit. No, I gotta move this down below here. There we go. Super excited. Yeah, I'd like to get it out tonight. I'd like to get it out tonight. Whether I do or not, I don't know. But I want the next GM guide to be like basically content complete and just waiting on final editing, so that we can have that. I know it's been a while since the GM guide has been updated, so. There we go. Giant Venus flytrap. I think that's pretty cool. And then like some others are like chilling out, hanging, you know, doing plant things. I think more info for communicate volume, like some slight shit. Yeah. Yep, absolutely. Sebastian, 87. That's when I was born. It's a good year. Almost welcome to 40, Sebastian. Okay, and then in this room, there's supposed to be like some like gravestones and stuff, like people who are buried in here. But that might be a little bit too much for it to read clearly. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's grab these guys. Do a little bit of scooching. I like having like just enough, like not every detail that's supposed to be in there, because that would make it feel a little bit busy and crowded. Like just enough detail. 84 was better. 84 is a good year. That's when one of my brothers was born. It's a solid year, Edward. No complaints about 84. And happy 40th, by the way, my man. Happy 40th. Hope it's good to you. Yeah. We may not be able to hit the Christmas finished PDFs, but I'm doing my best to shoot for that, you guys. Let's see. Does that? Yeah, I kind of like that little detail, like a little thing at the bottom. A little something there. Pretty much 40 in a month today. Oh man. Oof. Going by your profile picture, I would have guessed you were like 16. So maybe 20. So young at heart. You've done incredible each update. It has really improved the game. Thank you, Edward. Man, I really appreciate your help and your encouragement and all that. So yeah, I definitely appreciate you guys. Okay, so any final things here that we can like we can sort of like add some like rocks and rubble. This is like an old place, you know, a little bit of here and there. Oh, you know what? We need to add. Yeah, let's add some boxes in this storage room. It's supposed to be a storage room. It needs some boxes. I'm just gonna add a box. So it's easiest for me to like draw a box out here at like the full grid size, and then like shrink it down. So probably as I get better at this, as I get better at it, I'll be able to like sort of do things faster or whatever. But right now that's working for me. Nice little crate here. Crates are easier than barrels because barrels are round and squat and fat and like hard. There's no straight lines on a barrel. So Terry, hey man, how's it going, Terry? You doing okay? I think all that's missing is Chud. Wonder when Chud's gonna show up. Hey, Terry, we got Edward, we got Maia, Keech Peach. Whole team is assembled. Can't forget about Bruno. He might have left already though. So I don't know. So this is going to be scaled down a good bit, so this might be too much detail for this little box, but we'll see. So this is going to be scaled down a good bit. Let's cut that. Cut, paste. Let's actually duplicate it. So before we scale it down, I don't want to like lose all my pixels. Scaling it down too soon. All right, so let's have like a little box in this corner. Maybe a little bit bigger. A little box in this corner. I think that'd be good. We'll do a couple of them. Duplicate. Somewhere for person to hide. Hey Bruno. Oh hey, got the Spellblade feedback on the dock, and it's a chunky text, but it says everything I wanted to say after the testing subclass for months. Yeah, you wanna hop and chat about it, or you want me to just read it through? You've been arting. Terry, you're an artist? I feel like you told me that before. That's pretty cool. Are you good at maps? Because if you do, or if you are, I wouldn't mind a little bit of feedback or help as I struggle with stairs and things. I think all of this detail on these things is probably too much. We might just need to imply some of those lines. Yeah. Can't waste it right now. Already med. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll check it out. Well, we get these as digital handouts. Yeah, at least digital handouts. I did tell you. Yeah, I can watch over your stairs. Yeah, a little bit too much detail. You can't be like going crazy with some of these little tiny things. All right, that's fine. Okay, so I do want to add so we can, we'll just go ahead and combine all of those. What is this for? We can delete that. What is this for? Okay, so that's that. We'll combine those. Oof, man, those stairs, like these stairs took so long and they didn't really turn out that great. We'll get rid of those. We don't need that. We don't need that. So like Like, this is really cool, but I feel like it's too busy. It's too busy for the kind of thing I'm going for. But it was helpful in learning. Okay, so I think we've got everything. Oh no, there's supposed to be a blade hall. Ooh, I forgot the blade hall. I forgot the blade hall. Like right there. It's right there. It was right there the whole time. Like every tomb, so like if it's like a tomb. Hey, Gideon Jenkins. How's it going, man? Good to see you again. Reading Urban Shadow 2e with you on the background. All right. I don't know what Urban Shadow 2e is, though, Maya, but if you can tell me about it, it sounds cool. Is it a new system, or is it a, like 2e makes me think like it's a RPG? Agree. I like what you're doing with a simpler style, and that had lots of scratchy deals you can avoid, yeah. Urban Fantasy TTRPG. Maya, that seems like your thing, like City of Mist, like right up your alley. Do you just like this more urban, like over high fantasy type of stuff? 'Cause I feel like that's like a little bit unusual, but cool. Yeah, poor Gideon. He had a car malfunction, so. Poor guy. Urban modern is my favorite genre. That's cool. How do you like steampunky type of things? What do you think about that? How about that? Steampunk. Okay, so let's drag this down to here. So I need to extend one of these hallways in some direction to have space for the blade hall. You would choose cyberpunk over steampunk? Okay. Do you like Call of Cthulhu type of thing? Because that's more moderny, right? Okay, so which of these halls could I extend into the blade hall? There aren't really any hallways. Maybe like the blade hall could be the very first thing. Like, what keeps people out of this thing? Cyberpunk is my absolute favorite genre of pop culture. That's cool. Like there is. Oh, where is it? There's like Cyborg, which is like very like super grimdark type of like cyberpunk. This one is like the Morkborg, but like cyber, like future. Like everything is awful and terrible, and the companies are oppressing you, and like everything stinks. So I could play that kind of thing for like brief spurts, just like horror stuff. But like it's a little bit too sad for me. Like I don't want to like play like I don't watch like horror movies for fun. I'd watch one if I had to, but I wouldn't like choose to watch that. Thanks, Edward. Appreciate it, man. Cyborg looks super fun. Yeah, yeah. It's like their cyberpunk fantasy thing. So I think maybe doing a like a thing with like what do you guys think about, so like in the original drawing, the blade hall is between the mural chamber. So the blade hall is here. But just the way things worked out, what if we moved it to like be the entrance? Like, don't even come in this place. Don't look at our murals. Don't mess with our tombs or statues, right? Don't come in here. It's trapped. It's dangerous, right? That kind of thing. Terry, I'm such a Lord of the Rings Final Fantasy, sort of classic fantasy. Yeah, give me elves, give me goblins, like like all day long. Absolutely. That kind of stuff is like exactly what I'm like. That's right at my like classic upcoming cyberpunk game. Ooh, my ear is about to hurt my wallet. Otherscape. Oh, I think I heard about this. Is this by the Who's doing this? Beacons.ai. Who's doing this, Maya? Is this the same guys who are doing City of Mist and Legends of the Mist? Yeah. Okay, so let's think about where we can stick the blade hole, or maybe even if we even need a blade hole. Same game company that does City of Mist, Legend of the Mist. Okay. Man, they're cranking them out. So Legend of the Mist, they're finishing right now. A huge fan of the Blade Runner RPG from Free League. Okay, I like Free League stuff. Did they use like the D6 pool like their other things, or is it something else? Favorite campaign I've ever GM'd. That's awesome. I really like some of the things that are really fun to GM, because that's what I do. That's all I do. I don't get to play anymore. No, the step dice variation. I don't know what that is. Okay, so where can we stick this blade hole? Where can we stick this blade hole? So let's make a duplicate of this just in case, you know, I'm not going to break it, but I might break it. Free League also has my favorite campaign to GM. What is your favorite campaign, Maya? Shane just bought the One Ring 2E TWRPG PDF. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I've got the One Ring 5e variant, Lord of the Rings game. Moria, that is Khazad-dûm, and the other thing. I don't know that I ever play it, but like it's cool to look at that kind of stuff for inspiration. Yeah, I don't know what the step dice variation is. At least not by name. So would it be cool to have the maybe let's similar to D6, but it uses D6 to D12. It's called step dice because advantage disadvantage moves up or down one step. Okay. Huh. Yeah, D12 is probably my favorite die. D12 is solid. Like it's so chonky and it rolls really well. Okay, so let's think about this. So like if this is the entrance, and like Green Thumb, this bad guy has to like come in and out. Like how would the bad guy come in and out without like getting without getting chopped up, you know? So like that's a concern. So how would he get in and out without just getting zapped? Your height for Daggerheart TTRPG then? I am not. So Taryn was on earlier today. I don't know if you saw that. Probably not. But he was on earlier today talking about Daggerheart and how it's like for theater kids, and that's like the opposite of what interests me. Like the exact opposite of what interests me. Someone keeps tooting on Discord. I don't know why it's toot. I'm gonna have to. I'll change it back to do not disturb. If anybody wants to hop in and voice chat with me, just let me know here on YouTube. No, I like the D12, but not like that. No, Cypher, not like that. Okay. So I think a blade haul might work here. We can have like like there's the things. Okay, so let's think about this because it does have to make sense. So how would he come and go? Let's read the adventure. Let's go to the adventure and read it. Go to the GM guide. Go down to the thing because I'm all about adventures that make sense. Hall of Tombs. Oh yeah, the Blade Hole Trap is before the Hall of Tombs. No, so it's after the. Okay, no. So you're all right. Long corridor. The floor is covered in a dense carpet of foliage arranged in a strange manner. As I check, swinging blades from the ceiling. Oh, okay, from the ceiling. So probably like the trees It's full linear path except for the one option. Yeah, so Terry, it is relatively linear. Some of the things, so even with the linearity, there are like options, like optional things you can do if you want to. So you can do combat, you can skip it, you can learn this, you can avoid it. So that kind of stuff. This is these adventures are for like relatively new GMs. So I think in the future I would like to include a bit more sort of like jaquazing the dungeon, so to speak. So I think like just a big root breaker treant could just like, yeah, that was Edward. Root breaker could just like block the blades for what's his face. So I think that'd be fine. I think that'd be fine. All right. Yeah, that answers my problem. So blade hall is the first thing. It's not that like Matrix is a favorite movie of mine or anything like that. I probably wouldn't even like it if I saw it these days. But a buddy of mine used to always say that. That was just his favorite thing to say. No, Cypher, not like this. So that line got stuck in my permanent long-term memory. I don't know if you ever heard of Spire the City Must Fall. I played a few sessions the other day, and one thing could be perfect as Cyberpunk game, so it makes the adaptation. So they're released 3 times this year. Oh no, how do I cancel my pledge? I don't know what that's about. Oh, you guys can't see. You can't see what I'm drawing. Yeah, I think that works. So let's go to a new layer, and let's get like a cool red. I think like a almost like an orangey, like rusty kind of red, like super creepy. Hey Igor, good to see you again, man. One of my best friends from years ago. His name is Igor. So thanks for the books and creating Nimble. I'm dealing with tough 5-year breakup, but studying and planning sessions. Awesome, man. Hope things get better for you. That's really that's rough, but lots of efficiency, etc., etc. Sure, you know it. Life goes on. I'm glad we're able to help take your mind off things and help give you something to do. But all right, so let's draw some red vines. And I think I'm gonna have like this death-briar like be sort of like I feel like a rose or like a lotus type of flower is gonna be the coolest. I think that would definitely be like the coolest type of flower to have in there. And then this one, I think I'm gonna duplicate it and I'm gonna move it below here, so it's like inside. It's inside the rib cage here, because that's sort of how it is in the story. And now we can add like some really cool. There would be more, like way more vines than this, but like just enough to imply like what's going on. I think is the route that we want to take, and I think we definitely need to like zoom out and make sure everything looks good far away. Life goes on indeed. Yeah. Hey, appreciate you being part of it. A joke about you, maybe not like the Matrix. Oh, okay. Agile Monk. Hey, Agile. Stinks roll. Yeah, man. Kickstarter supporter. I'm so excited to get my rewards. Nice. Hey, thank you so much, Agile Monk. Life goes on indeed. Good thing about relationships, you always learn from them. Yeah, absolutely. You can be better for the next person. Um, absolutely, absolutely. Nice. Let's draw some thorns and some spooky things. So let's go back to this. This one we have got like thorns and stuff curling. I kind of like how it looks like curled up. Yeah. Let's zoom, undo that a little bit, and we'll curl it here. Oh, that's pretty sick. All right, so it's going into the wall here. And hey man, that's awesome. Like you really don't have to do that, but that is so generous of you. Little love for you, your channel, and all you do for me. Love and blessings. Thank you so much. I really really appreciate that. Like it just you here hanging out is absolutely more than enough. I really appreciate it. Like you guys, you've already supported the project. That's more than I can ask. That's really more than I can ask. So that's definitely something, man. That's definitely something. I appreciate you guys. Whew. Let's draw some spooky things. Please know, folks. Yeah, better days. Terry, so you're gonna slap these ones right into the book like this? I saw blue doodles. Yeah, blue doodles. Blue ones were just sort of filler, just so I like know roughly. And I was using those to sort of gate to like do that. That was always version 1. I wasn't sure if I was gonna redraw them or if I was gonna have someone else draw them or not. But I'm enjoying. I'm sort of enjoying. Some of this. So there are vines coming out here and then like into the tomb. And then like some of these, let's have another one coming out here. Oh, it'd be cool if there was like one like coming down here. Oh, watch this, you guys. There's like one coming down here. I don't know. I don't know if vines like do this sort of thing. But like if one was like out here and like coming out the eye. Ooh. Oh, how cool is that? That's very cool. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. I'm by no means a map expert, but I am having fun with all of this. And then we did want some cool vines coming out and like into this one. So if the vine's gonna be coming out and into this one, we need to make like so this. We need to make this tomb like up a little bit. This one is like raised. The vines are just like on top. So here I can erase. I don't need to erase it. I can just like, there's like a little crack here where the tomb is sort of opened, and the vine is going in. That's cool. Yeah, I think something like that would work. It's gonna be thicker on this side. Yeah, so the tomb is up, and then we can sort of like erase just a little bit here. Yeah, now we're cooking, you guys. Now we're cooking. All right, so yeah, so that tomb is like up like that. Let's go back to the red. I'm liking this red. Drawing an isometric style is a challenge. Yeah, definitely a challenge. I feel like I'm starting to learn the language. I always need the grids. Yeah, you can't really tell on screen, but I do have grids. I do have like a really faint grid here. I can see it on my side, but you might not be able to see it. You might not be able to see it on the stream, but there is like a really faint grid going on. creepy. Ugh, super creepy. Yeah, players are going to see this and be like, oh, that's no good. That's bad news, you guys. Bad, bad, bad. Red vines, like the whole map is black. We got these red vines. Don't love that. Don't love that. Okay, so let's just do like some grayscale. Let's just do some super simple grayscale just to give it a little bit of depth. And I think I'm going to color all of like these, all of the like forward-facing walls darker, so we can sort of get a sense of like there's walls on that side, you know. And then maybe like here as well. I think that would be cool. Will the digital Nimble file still be coming out before Christmas? That is the goal. That is absolutely the goal. I'd like to have it out so I want to have the next draft of the GM guide out tonight if I can. Like the draft of everything. Did such a great job promoting the game. Thank you. I'm new at it, at the promotion and stuff, but it's cool to learn how to do a lot of this stuff. So I want everything to be out today. It's not gonna be the final files, but it will be much further along than all the other things currently are. So that's why I'm working late tonight. Also, the kids are at Grandma's house, so that helps. My wife is like wrapping Christmas presents, so like everybody's happy. Everybody's happy. So let's move this layer. So the wall that I'm darkening now, I'm shading, like might not be the best wall to have shaded. Like it might be smarter to like shade like this wall, like those walls there, but we'll see. Yeah, I think maybe shading like this side of things might be a little bit better. Maybe I'll just go back with a different color and shade that, like a different hue, you know. If I do that, then I can make these darker. Oh yeah, there we go. That's pretty good. That shows that the steps are going down. Can you guys see? Here, let me. It looks like you guys can't even see like where I'm shading. I'll make it just a little bit more visible so you guys can see. There you go. So it's not. It looks a lot better on the screen that I'm drawing on right now. Okay. Okay. All right. So we need to color in here. It works either one as long as as long as consistent. Gray's pretty light. Yeah. Yeah. It looks fine here locally, but yeah, I want you guys to be able to see like what the world's going on. So we'll do that. There we go. And then I can sort of do this sort of thing. Just sort of blend it out a little bit. And then we can sharpen it back. There we go. Now we're cooking. Yep. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna have to go over some of the other faces with like a darker, like another layer of it, but I think this will be okay. I think that'll be all right. And then here it would probably like, okay. So just a little bit there. There we go. All right, let's get these. Go. Probably want to paint that side. Just trying to find all the right facing things. It's starting to look legit. Mm-hmm. There we go. If you guys want to, let me know if you guys, so I've got a few things on my list tonight. If you guys would rather see me go over some of the legendary monsters and make some final tweaks there, we could do that. If you'd rather go over like some of the change documents, I think Edward has some things for me there to look at. Or if you guys are cool with what we're doing, then we'll keep drawing. I'm sort of okay doing whatever. Man, all right, Igor, thanks for hanging out, man. About to fall asleep. Yeah. Cool. Okay, there we go. So let's add a new layer. New layer. So I'm going to bring the opacity of that one down enough so you guys can still see it. And then this one, I'm going to have like a darker layer, like more of a contact shadow type of thing. Give it a bit darker. This is going to be like a contact shadow, just to add like a little bit more depth. I don't know if this is the face that needs to have it, or just like things that are real close to other things, you know? I don't know. This face, like maybe just like where this is like overhanging, possibly. And then like here, like where this vine is sort of like coming out and doing things, you know? Just to sort of show that. I'd rather the feedback document get a look after the new updates come out, but it's up to you. So you want the, yeah, the art's kind of soothing. Okay. Enjoying watching you do all the work. So Edward, can you clarify? I'd rather the feedback document get a look after the new updates come out. So you don't want the feedback in the like integrated? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine if that's what you want. I'm drawing some spooky things here. This is like PG spooky though. The kind of spooky that I'm looking for. I got enough things going on. I don't need PG-13 spooky. I really like this little part coming out of his eyeball. Yeah. So that might be too much. That might be too much. I feel like that we might be overdoing it just a little bit. You were asking what to do. Honestly, there hasn't been that much feedback. Okay. I haven't looked recently, so. Yeah, the feedback has been less and less and less, which is exactly what what we want. Less and less feedback, smaller and smaller things, until it's perfect. So close, yeah, so close, Angela. Yeah, so books are going to be done, and then there's going to be a lot of work getting ready, getting like the cards and the GM screen and like some of the other print things done. But we're not really in a hurry with those things too much because we can only do so much before Chinese New Year, and then we're not able to make the Chinese New Year deadline. So everything has to come out like, it's they're not even going to start looking at it until February. So we're not in too big of a hurry, but I mean the sooner the better, obviously. The sooner the better for all of these things. I feel like this room should have something. This room should definitely have. It should definitely be colored because it's like a different material. Like there's acid in the ground, so. Yeah, super close, Angela. So let's work smart. Let's go all around the world here. And then we can just do a paint bucket type of thing. Maybe we don't want a paint bucket. Is that water? Dark. Yeah, it's this is like acid, but it's much darker on my screen. I'll just go ahead and darken it back just so you guys can see it. It's like on my, so like you guys, it's like this is where it is. So like you guys could barely see that. But on my screen, it looks like that dark. So just so you guys know. Like the red is like really vibrant red on the screen, but on my iPad it's like more of like a rusty kind of blood red, like a little bit of hint of orange or brown tinge to it. I think I need to draw some like plants and things in here, like that are pouring the acid. It's good at that gray. Yeah. Appreciate you guys hanging out, by the way. I know I said that already, but like otherwise I'd just be like listening to some YouTube videos and sort of zoning out. Shane Spencer, Global Designing, excited to see it all come together. My kids are going to play a bun cheat. Yeah, an elf hunter. I'll let you know how our first session goes. It should be fun. All right. Yeah, let me know, man. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to it, Shane. Bun cheat. Love it. All right, so I think we can just do this now. Yep, there we go. Okay. Do that. Anything else that got filled in that shouldn't? I just want to have like a little bit of separation here just so we can see it. Right, and then here, I can sort of like imply that this is like fading up into, just sort of like smudge it a little bit, blur it. I think that might work. Do the thing that like RPGs do. Just smudge this one a little bit less. Like your camera, your guy goes to the room and the camera sort of like makes different parts of the thing fade away. You know. Terry, so I told you, comment on video or something. I'm working on my own RPG system for 30 plus years. Very similar sensibilities to boil down, simplify, speed. Cool, Terry. Yeah, that sounds familiar. Definitely sounds familiar. How's it going? Is it just like an internal thing, like a private thing you're doing, or is this something you're wanting to share with the world? Kind of trying to figure out what direction I'm going to take now. I almost want to scrap it because Nimble's so good. I mean, like Terry, if you like if you like system stuff, then keep making your system. But if you just want like like you can do like the license for Nimble is basically like wide open. So if you just want to like make your own take on Nimble, like what City of Mist did with Powered by the Apocalypse or whatever system uses, like you could do that. You could say like, hey, this is the Terry Nimble. Like, knock yourself out. You don't have to tell me. I mean, I'd like to know, but you don't need permission to do that. That'd be cool. I definitely support that. Okay, yeah. Feel free to shoot me a DM if you want, anytime. Happy to chat. I just read a proverb today that is really good. I was flipping through, and what is it? Let me see if I can find it real quick. I was like, man, if that isn't exactly Proverbs 11. Yeah, I might not be able to find it. I don't remember where it was, but it was like he who waters will himself be watered, like that kind of thing. Give it away, like, you know, let people do, you know, whatever. Like, I don't know, kind of stuck out with me. It wasn't as eloquent as I thought it would be, but the idea is there at least. So I feel like we need just a little bit more, shading to some of these walls to just sort of give the impression that there are walls here. Maybe like here. That kind of thing. We were doing, yeah. Some about like do good, be good, and it'll be good. And, yeah, do good, be good. Appreciate you guys. Oh yeah, super wise. It was the smartest thing I've ever heard. The LGL is what pushed D&D to new reaches. Piracy will always be a problem. Yeah. I think this these red vines should probably have like black thorns. Like, how sick would that be? Like, it'll make it stand out and be like super cool. I think they need to be bigger than that. Otherwise, it just looks like hairy legs. Yeah, I was thinking about doing like a SRD type of thing, and like, oh, you can use this, but don't use that, and like this and that. But I think I just sort of like, yeah, if I'll just I'll just release it, and if somebody does something bad, then like, that sucks to be me. But like, the more I think about it, the more I really like the direction that I've decided to go. The more I'm happy with it. It's gonna look like sausage with hair. I think it's okay. I think it's okay. I can always delete it. I think it's on a new layer, so we can do a with and without. So we'll see. Definitely don't want it to look like sausage with hair, but sausage with hair is a little bit scary. So it's not exactly what we're going for, but scary is scary, right? Ah, the sausage I ordered has a hair in it. Nimble will be a good game, but the experience of being in Discord, following the development of all these people, is golden to me. Yeah. The real treasure is the friends we've made along the way. Yeah, no, I get you, man. Absolutely. Like, it's almost like a completely different group. Like, a few people from the first Nimble campaign. The first Nimble campaign, like, had a bunch of people. But like, I had like enough to where I was able to keep up with everybody and everything. Like, someone asked a question, like I just had notifications on all the time. I never even turned them off. But for this one, like, it was just way too much. It was just way too much, and like, there's so many people. But zoom out looks good. Okay. Okay, so this is supposed to be like sort of like a rug type of thing. Do you think we should add, like, how rugs have sort of tassels on the side? I think that's probably too much detail. All right, so let's go and erase this. Erase. So we don't need that anymore. So we've got, so I think we need a little bit of foliage here. So I'm just going to imply the foliage, I think, with, I'm just going to apply like leaves and foliage with like different values of gray. Except for when the man-eating plant comes to life. Yeah, I revised that that section just a little bit to make it a little bit more clear. So I think it'll play better, and it'll be easier for the GMs to run. Which, like, I hate it. I sort of hate it when adventures will say, like, and here's where you come up with something fun. Like, what? Why did I buy this adventure if I have to come up with, like, say something that the bad guy would say, like, No, you like give me that. That's what I brought the adventure for. You know? So I'm trying not to do that, is what I was saying. So I don't know if all this foliage and stuff is gonna stay or if it's just going to be like a description. But I'm seeing what it looks like. So I think I have to have enough for it to be like considered dense. And there's like just like not much out here, but there's a lot of dense foliage. That's okay. We're gonna head out. Hey, thanks for hanging out, man. Appreciate it. Then here we can like, there's like, maybe like here we can like add like a line there. I think the line would be like here. Line there. Line there. All right, so that's where the two lines are. I think the dense foliage that might be fine. It's more like some leaves. Terry, it's great to see your development process. Definitely, I've worked on my stuff in vacuum, so it's good to see I'm basically on the same page. Do I do certain math and stuff? Cool. Cool. That's great, man. All right, so I'm probably gonna color this, and then we'll be done with this map. I'll color this guy. And obviously, his teeth have to be pearly white. Let's erase. Let's make it a bit lighter. I don't like how dark that is. There we go. And so I'm going to set this at like the actual levels. It's going to look too light to you guys, but again, it'll look fine in the book. There we go. Then here I can probably like if I want it to look shiny, I can erase like little bits here at the edges. Around here. To sort of add the highlights of the juice. Up here. Let's do a little bit more, and then we'll zoom out and see how that looks if it reads properly. Some things close up, you're like, ah, that looks bad, but you zoom out and you're like, hey, that looks great. Okay, yeah, that reads okay. Could use like a little bit more, a little bit more here. All right. Yeah, I'm happy enough with that. Let's add like a little bit of shadow here. There we go. Hey guys, look pretty good. We're getting good enough. What would it look like if we added a little bit of highlight, a little bit of shadow there? So I'm gonna export this and then drop it in the book. Oh, gotta add the words. right, so I've already got the words from the previous one. It's going to duplicate that. Krogs. So this is going to be the blade hall, blade trap hall. Okay. Maybe the gray doors, they do happen also face the same direction. Yeah, I'm gonna gray the doors. I'm gonna gray the doors. I did have just like the rim sort of gray, but yeah, like making it clear. Oh, there's a door in the way of this this thing. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, okay. We got the blade trap hall. Duplicate that. This is going to be the mural chamber. Mural chamber, and yeah, so we do want to avoid having like too much stuff in here because I'm gonna put the name of the room in the room. Duplicate. Move this over. This is, what is this called? This is the story of a girl. Hall of Tombs. Pretty cool name. Hall of Tombs. Hall of Tombs. Duplicate that. So I'm gonna have to move a couple of these little planty boys. Might just erase this one. So this is the Venus flytrap room. I feel like that's not the most elegant name, but it is. Yeah. It's not the worst song to have stuck in your head. Then we have the acid flooded room. There we go. We have the ceremony room. How common is it to have like just room in like the name of all of these different rooms? We go to, let's go to the books. This is one of J.P. Couvert's adventures. Does this one have a map, JP? No, it doesn't have a map. Let's go to the Waking of Willoughby Hall. Let's see about that. Okay, so it's dining room, great hall, music room, sitting room, smoking room, tomb room, weapons room, night garden. Okay, so it's okay to have. According to Ben Milton, it's okay to have room in the name of the room. What if we made oh, that makes it harder to read. So I think if we ceremonial hall, ooh, that's good. Can I add a stroke? How do I add a stroke? Copy text? That's not what I want. Bold italic? That's not what I want. Nope. Cancel. Let's go to here. Noise, curves, tools, add text. Can you I tuned in a Terrence McKenna video by mistake? That's a lot of acid. I don't know who that is. But hey, Scotland. Thanks for all the work. Thank you. Thank you for coming in and hanging out. So let's go to. I'm just going to show you what I'm doing. What was I searching for? Stroke text. Stroke text and Procreate. Duplicate the layer. Gaussian blur. Outline lettering and Procreate. Let's go, Caitlin. Kelly Lee. Just tell me how to do it. Outline, blur. What? Okay. Apparently can't do it. So what I'm going to do is right under this, I'm just going to manually add a white stroke. There we go. And what did you say we were calling it? We're going to call it what? The ceremonial hall? I like that. Hall is good. Well, we do have hall a lot. Blade Trap Hall, Hall of Tombs. Edward. Acid-flooded room? Is it really? That can't be right. So would you still have the Angela? Would you still have the acid? Would you still have the hyphen? Like if it's on a different line, or should it be on the same line? Saying that, you also told me a lot about motion intelligence by the steady way you've handled kerfuffles. Hey, cool. Glad to help dekerfuffle your life. Gotta be chill about stuff. Can't be freaking out. But it is cool just sort of like seeing like editors' comments, and like eventually like you internalize it. Or I have. It's like a lot of the mistakes I was making in the first draft, I'm not making in later drafts. Like I just sort of have like a sixth sense of when to put a hyphen, usually, and a comma, and like when not to, and when to use an in dash and an m dash. Angela, I still, if I'm being honest, I still don't understand the difference between the different quote types, curly quotes or straight quotes, or so that might be something that doesn't get done. Acid flood room. Hey, that looks good. I like that. The style, the way it looks on the page matters. Yeah. Doubts the editor. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Acid a dash. Okay, you. I think it's fine. I like it. I like it being sort of in the middle anyway. But like this one, you can't really do that. All right, let's go to the ceremonial hall. Duplicate that to put that here. This is going to be the storage hall. And this is going to be Green Thumb's Claws. Sometimes my kids will like try to do an English accent. It's really funny. I just thought about that. They'll say Harry Potter, like they don't really know what Harry Potter is, but they'll like, mommy, do you like Harry Potter? You like Harry Potter? And they'll just talk in British accents, or what they think a British accent sounds like. Green Thumb's quarters, the storage room. There we go. If you want no hyphen so it looks better, then remove it. I've already got it there. It's too like quarters, salon, lobby. Green Thumb's quarters. Yeah, we have Green Thumb's quarters. You're crushing the M dashes in the text. Yeah. Besides. Okay. Oh, we have one more. This is going to be the death-briar, I think, cave. There we go. Cool. All right, guys, let's export it. Turn that off. Go to here. PNG. Airdrop. All right, we're airdropping it. Okay, so let's scooch that over. I really like that I was able to figure out how to get my iPad, my drawing stuff working, so I could stream and draw at the same time. Takes it's less. So this is a cool one that I don't know if you guys saw. I was looking at like some of the reference earlier from Bodhi. All right. Well, there you go. Acid flooded room. Another one down. Another one bites the dust. Okay, so we have a good bit of space to sort of put the map. So we need to swap the blade trap hall. We gotta swap that with the mural chamber. Chamber for Muriel. Okay. Yeah, cool. And then, yeah, that one ends at the right spot. Yeah, I like it. Okay, so I think we can put, where should we put the, I think we should put the map here. I'm just gonna grab these and put them off to the side for now. Let's get this in here. Downloads, new project. Where is it? Let's call this, what is this? Green Thumb space. Remove the apostrophe because that might break something. Green Thumb space. Now we can drag it in here. I'm going to multiply it. Actually, let's undo that because I want to see. Okay, so we still have plenty. So I'm looking at like the percentage there. You see how it says 38%. That's like what scale it is. So if it was at like 100% already, that means like I drew it too small. But we've got plenty of space. I'm going to crop it in a little bit. And then if you never multiplied anything, you can remove the white on something easily by hitting multiply. There we go. Drag this out here. And I'm comparing the font size here to the font size on the rooms, and just sort of seeing if it flows or if I need to make the fonts any bigger. Yeah, so I think we're doing okay. I might tweak one thing real quick. Let's close that. So I think that might look a little bit better. Blade trap hole. There we go. All right, so let's rename the file. And I think we can just drop it right in and just overwrite it, and we don't even have to do anything else. Well, I have to click the whole button. There you go. Blade trap hole. Perfect. Okay, so we can check mark another thing. So let's see. So this is the giant Venus flytrap. So we can stick that here. Stick those here. And then these root breaker boys, they're going to be parlay with Pinky. So down here. Down a little bit down. Okay, and then yeah, so I really like having this like end right there, and not have it like at some weird spot like there. Let's go to text wrap. Take that down. Why is that? It should not be jumping like that. Balance columns T. This should not be text frame options. You guys can see what I'm doing, right? Okay. It's acting like it's trying to align to the baseline grid. No, it isn't. Okay. So I'll just manually. I don't know what's going on, so I'll just manually do some scooching. There we go. There we go. Let's see how this is. All right, so we can move old buddy over. Scooch this over like that. Perfect. Yeah. Do you have X points worth of space after the table style? So like these are not tables. These are like other things, and it's like I don't know. It's if I were to do it over again, I do certain things a little bit differently. I'll just say that. I'll say that. But it is some of these bits are like far too far along to be changing a whole lot now. So it's like this part where we're sort of like we're like laying out. Okay, so what if we? All right, looks great. Who cares? Yeah, yeah. I do not pity anybody who needs to like localize this. Yeah, I'll say that. Or no. I pity anybody who has to localize this. I am talking to some companies who specialize in localization. So we might get some like French and German, and like apparently French people love having things in French. I mean, understandably. If I spoke French, I wouldn't want to be reading a bunch of English things. Or American things. Okay, so this is going to be the new. This is going to be the new text wrap box thing. Let's scooch that over. It just gives me a little bit more control. So let's undo that. Let's add a text wrap to this so that it's like otherwise it sort of text wraps like really, really weirdly. You guys learn how to do it better as you work. Yeah. Like I'm just happy that I ended up doing this in InDesign rather than doing everything in Figma like I did last time. Great design app, not a great layout app for like a book. Not a great book layout. Yeah, looks great. Who cares? Nicholas, hey Nicholas. Were there be like a toad species? Would you recommend just refilling? Yeah, Bun Bun. I would like Frog Folk. So initially Bun Bun was Frog Folk, but I couldn't find any good Frog Folk art. And I did find some really cool bunny art from Kiri Leonard. And so I was like, all right, Frog Folk or Bun Bun. So they like it was just like frog legs or frog hop. So and now it's just bunny hop. So there you go. I just looked at that page. Reflay with Bun Bun? Exactly. They both have the hops. You're pretty smart, Angela. Pretty smart. All right, so let's hide the stroke on this. None. There we go. Let's see how it feels. Okay, so we could maybe even make the green thumb art a little bit more bigger, or maybe do a little bit of scooching with this so that the art is not as tight to the thing. So ideally, it would end like right here, like right there. Can't always do that, but we'll see. I'm gonna see if I can. Okay, so let's select. We'll select this thing, that layer, the polygon. We'll select the text. Lock that because I wanna select green thumb. Maybe we'll make him bigger. He's the big bad boss. Let's make him bigger. Giant green thumb. And maybe green thumb could just like fill the bottom. He could just like fill the whole bottom of the page like that. That might be cool. Like I really like this art. Like, and if you see, like he has oh no, he's got moon blossom, or maybe he found another fairy, but there's another fairy inside of his. Hey, nice, Evan. Again, I just can't thank you enough for creating this amazing system. It became my favorite. I'm recommending it to all my friends. Awesome, Nicholas. Let me Nicholas, let me know how it goes. Yeah, I'm super excited to see how it goes. Homer Simpson. I am so smart. SMRT. Yeah. Love it. I used to watch The Simpsons long ago. Long time ago. I don't think I've seen The Simpsons in like 10 or 20 years. Maybe like 15 years. All right, so what if we had... All right, so let's all right, get out of here. Let's just group this. And then we can just have him fill the bottom. So we can move this. We're going to unlock it. Move this back to 2 columns. And then we could do like this. And then, yeah, we have enough space for the stat block. Bingo bango. Yeah, that's probably going to be a little bit easier to do. So I'll have him fit inside the column. Why is he... It's still on the air somehow. Michael the Battle Bard. Hey, Michael the Battle Bard. Yeah. Terry, I've been running games on Roll D20 for my groups of players with both my own systems and 5e. I'm going to have a tough time getting them off there. Roll20, nothing is in the works. But I think some people on the Discord have been chatting about it. Like, I'm not against it. But like if I spend like a few $1,000 hiring a developer to develop it for Roll20, like there's it's just like it's just for the community. Like there's not really anything to be. Um, so it's just like a donation. Still made Simpson on there, same, yeah. Yo, Michael. I like Owlbell Rodeo. Like, I mean, I just use Owlbell Rodeo. Like, there's so much less to need to do. But the Foundry module is like nice. The Foundry module is like really like actually quite nice. Okay, so I think I want to turn off that, and then we got to do a little bit of tweak in here. I think I want just this one. There we go. I like Lichling as like a title. I think that's pretty sweet. Cause like he wants to be a lich, but he's not quite there yet. And for some of these others, I have been centering their pertinent deets. And he's a botanical wizard. I kind of like that too. So I'm just narrowing, if you guys are wondering what I'm doing, I'm narrowing down the stat block so it'll fit in one of the columns. And obviously it'll take up a little bit more vertical space. But that's okay. We've got a little bit of vertical space we can use. So what if we, it might look better if we just made it a little bit smaller so it could fit on one line. That might be better. Let's see how big can we, oh, that's as big as we can make it, all right? And then this, set the back to 10. There you go. Then we can center. There we go. Now we're starting to get nice and clean. Text frame, lock that again. That's not the right text frame. It's this one. Now it's starting to look pretty solid. We got like too many groups, so things are hard to select. Michael, you're running some Nimble playtests on Friday. Nice. I'm trying to get this GM guide out tonight. And the adventures in the GM guide are much more solid now. There's a lot more of them. I'd recommend starting with a level 1. Level 2, level 3 would be fine to start with also, but level 1 is going to be best. But the adventures in the GM guide are much more tight now. Like I would like wholeheartedly recommend them. Whereas before they're very much drafts. Yeah, so if you're wanting an adventure run, super low prep, don't have to do a whole lot. I would definitely recommend them. There's some really cool ones. The other night, I ran the adventure in the Skyreach Isles, where it's like right on the royal nest. Like you jump on some griffins and you fly up to the royal hatchery, and there's like this like cobra commander, and like you land and you fight a bunch of cobras, like a whole ton of them. Like it was nice. It felt like a GI Joe mission, you know. That we had a lot. We had a good bit of fun with that one. But that was a level 4, I think level 4, level 5 adventure. So I would not recommend starting there. I would not recommend starting there. But I'm not the cops, so you can do whatever you want. All right, so let's unlock this text thing. Bring it down a little bit. Bring it down. Okay, so So maybe Green Thumb, maybe his stat block is going to go over here. Yeah, death-briar room. I'll put Green Thumb like right here. Or maybe we should put Green Thumb here. Will he fit here? He won't fit there. I'll put him right before the skill challenge. That's probably the most reasonable place to have the stat block. Then here, now we have this can just sort of like be a nice little thing all by itself. We stick this big old frog boy here. Get him as big as we can reasonably get him. Can grab this thing. I'm also a fan of Owlbear Rodeo. Simple, easy. Yeah. Per an character sheet, Owlbear Rodeo. You got dice there. Bingo bango. Mostly combat focused. I'm hoping to use Nimble for a project I have in the works. Ooh, tell me more about it, man. Definitely a level 1 encounter, perhaps a level 3 encounter as well if we have time. Yeah, the level 1 encounter in the GM guide should take like an hour or two tops. You can make it longer, but you don't have to. JP Covert did an amazing 5e character sheet. Any chance of getting him to make one for Nimble? I don't know, Paul. Send me a link to that. Let me know where that was. I prep a lot. If you've ever seen my stream, I haven't. It will be a big migration, but I'm all for moving over. You have to take the time in between the next campaign and the first half of next year. Okay. Nicolas, I'd love to see a campaign setting from Evan. I love the glimpse we got with that map, the GM guide. Yeah, there's like a full campaign setting here. There's like so this is called the Valley of Hope, and I've got an updated version, but there's like some final notes that he's tweaking. So there's the Valley of Hope, and there's like this small starting village where you start, and then there's Far Hope, this large city. So Far Hope is like over here. And then there's there's an adventure in the city, and then there's the Elderwild, like it's this big old forest, and then like the dunes, so like whatever region you want to go to, and there's like mountains with dwarves and trolls and orcs and the floating islands, and then the growling marshes with like necromancers and witches fighting each other. And then there's a Shadow Blight, like a super spooky area with like fiends and super high level type of stuff going on. So there's like all the different regions that you could possibly want are like in this setting, and like it's really designed to be a sandbox area, and all of this is like information, like what are the secret plots going on in the Elder Wild? What are the NPCs like? What are the different factions doing? And like the locations have like, here's these different factions. They all have the different goals, and they all have like they're all like cool enough to where the players will want to like align themselves with one or two of them, or like they might hate one of them for different reasons. And then there's like a bunch of points of interest and treasures, and then encounters. Like what kind of stuff do you encounter in the Elder Wild? So there's lots of really cool stuff. So plenty to run with for to like make a campaign last for a really long time. But yeah, I'd like to see JP Couvert's character sheet. Let me see if I can just Google it. JP character sheet. There it is. Is it the mini character sheet? The mini books? And I am a patron of Mr. Couvert. Is it this one? Is it that, Paul? Yeah, I don't know. I was looking at Taryn and I. We were looking at BX, which I just learned is this basic rules. Let's keep looking. That's the one. Okay. Traits, features, equipment. Let's rotate. This bad boy. I mean, if you dig that, like I can draw like JP Couvert's style. Like maybe not as good, but yeah, that'd be cool. Like a little spell book. That's interesting. It's kind of cool. Oh, I hate it. He's pretty busy right now working on Dragontown, I think. So I want to ask him to help me as little as I need to, you know. Right, so let's grab this thing. Is that locked? Why is that? Come with me. Oh, you like the booklet thing? And JP Couvert actually made one of the adventures. I don't know if you guys know that, but he did. He's a real cool guy. All right, I'm gonna delete that. I'm just gonna draw another one. Right, boom, boom. Boom. So earlier I was telling Taryn about it, and JP messaged me. He's like, "Yeah, Evan, I'm gonna make like the super like spooky, creepy, like scary one adventure, and it's gonna be like, yeah." And he was like really excited about it. I was like, "Oh yeah, that sounds cool. Knock yourself out." And then he ended up changing it. So I added a little bit of that sort of spookiness back, and I changed some of the character names. So I one of the character names is PJ, in honor and memory of JP. It's like he had some like cool character names, but I like to add little things like that. So like one of the little goblin dudes that you rescue is named BJ. And when he runs away, he says, "See ya." He says, "See ya." So that's JP's. That's his trademark thing. I'm not allowed to say that actually. So if I say that like anymore, I might get copyright struck. So I gotta be careful about that. All right, text wrap that. So let's see if we can get this froggy boy in here in a way that sort of fills our space in a cool, handsome kind of way. Yeah. Text wrap. Add a little bit of padding. There we go. Yeah, we're getting close. Getting close to wrapping this little layout extravaganza up. Oh, did I do something? Oh, there we go. All right, so our little boy is a little bit needs to lose a little bit of weight. All right, let's make him a little bit smaller. Not too much. Not too much. Easy. There we go. All right. Any weirdnesses happening? I don't think so. Group. Polygon. There we go. Look at that. I think we have. I think this could just be escape. I think that reads a little bit better. It's not bad. Reenactment. Gideon A. What if you want to say SEE space YA when we leave? That's just a normal goodbye. Yeah, I can't keep saying it. He's got that. He's got the trademark. That's his. Michael the Battle Bard. I'm developing a D&D focused pitch/pilot. It's a high combat live play enactment show with stunt professionals and clashing swords, casting spells, taking spills. Think a drunk history more cool. I don't know what drunk history is, but a reenactment thing sounds pretty cool. Your design for Nimble is top notch. It makes all the cool. Well, I appreciate that. I mean, I feel like I'm still learning a lot, so I appreciate the encouragement. You guys are definitely definitely encouraging. Oh, what's going on? Okay, I don't know what that was. So I think we can tweak this a little bit. So I just want to make that a little bit more vertical, so it looks more pretty. Just cleaning up like where this this thing is making my text go to. So we can scooch aftermath over. He doesn't need to be all up in his business. Whoop. There we go. I think that's a little bit more clean. Do you need a print margin where his toes are? No. So there's already a bleed. Like it. So it's okay if like toes get a little bit. It's okay if his toes get a little bit cut off. I kind of like how like actually purposefully like cutting some of that off. Okay, so I need to go to this. I'm going to paste that here because I need to put in. So the artist is. This is Justin Gerard. So I'm gonna go through the GM guide real quick and put some artiste credits. It's another Justin Gerard piece here. And this is, I need to text frame options, ignore text wrap. There we go. Yeah, that looks pretty good. He's got some good art, and I'm talking with Justin to get even more art for this coming year. I don't know exactly what for yet, but you better believe I'm saving it up like a squirrel saves up acorns. Oh, let's turn it the wrong way. And Earl Land, who joined us for the stream earlier today. I got him working on some cool things as well. I'm pretty happy with how that's going. I don't remember who that was. That one was me. This one is another Earl Land. This one was Earl Land. So most of the pieces, like I was able to like memorize, remember who did the artsiness. Just because all the artists really have a different art style. And Justin Gerard, his wife, is actually a fantastic artist. Very different style, but fantastic artist. I'm looking forward to using her stuff. I licensed some of her things recently. Justin and Annie both have a studio. They do some really cool things. They got some fun stuff cooking for this coming year. If I don't know if you guys follow artists or not, but they're two pretty cool people. Oh no! All right, so I just noticed that there is a typo. Justin Gerard. So I'm going to actually just double check that I'm spelling his name right. Justin Gerard. Okay, that's correct. So I just noticed that I have a typo in his name. So I have it Justing Gerard. It needs to be Justin Gerard. Find next. Change all. Document. Change all. Okay, yeah, I did that. I did that 5 times. We're a little bit dumb, but observant. What is your process for finding art/artists for your projects? Edward, nothing. So searching ArtStation for a long time. Searching ArtStation, just like contact, like I like this guy's art. I'm gonna contact him. Hey, can I license this piece? Can I use this piece? I'm making a book. Most of the time, you never hear back. Or that kind of thing. So I just found people with cool art on ArtStation.com, and just start sending them emails. That's basically it. He and Annie Terry are really cool. So I'm part of a group on Facebook that it's like a bunch of artists. I don't know what the name of the group is, but it's like a bunch of artists who are like looking for work. And like I'll look at their things and it's like, ooh, I'd hire someone to do that. So I've hired some people that way. Some people I know, I'm getting to know a lot more of the creators in the TTRPG design space now. So like I'll ask them like, hey guys, I'm looking for someone who can do maps, and then like they're like, oh, use this person or that person. So some of it is that way, but most of the art is just solo self-found. Just me searching on ArtStation or like poking around, looking at artists. So some of the art I found, I'm just like Google Images, looking through, like I like this art, using it, and like just using it for like placeholder stuff. And then like I'll like try to hire an artist. Hey, can you do this guy? Can you make a piece in this style? And then like I'll just sort of think to myself, well, why don't I just reach out to that artist who made that, and then I can just hire that artist. So I've done that kind of thing, just like a little bit of dumb stuff, you know. So this one is a Roland piece. Like where do I put it? Sometimes I'm not sure where to put it. I don't want to like put it like right next. Maybe I'll put it over here near the spine, because like once you start putting them there, then like that's where people are going to be looking for it if they want to know, ooh, who painted that. I think this one is like Forest Mills or Forest Mims or something. Let me see if he has his signature down here somewhere. Who made this one? I don't remember. Sorry, Forest. Let me see if I can find out. Forest Mills. Is it Forest Mills? No, it's just showing like forest, like mills in the forest. I'll have to come back to that. It's like it's forest something, I'm pretty sure. Forced something. Let me see if I can find. I'll come right back to you guys. Let me see if I can find it. Forest. Forest Immel with 2 R's. There we go. Forest Immel. I knew it was something like Forest Mills. I was pretty close. Oh, is it Forest Immel? Forest Immel. IMEL. There you go. Forest Immel. I got a few of his, so let's see. So it's Justin Gerard. I don't remember who did a lot of these. I'm gonna have to go through and check. Beard's looking great, by the way. Thank you, thank you. I'm just about to trim it. Actually, it's getting a little bit too floofy. It starts growing like out this way, and it starts looking like a hobo. Forest Immel, yep, there he is. Art Station's good. Yep, I'm there. I have Pinterest all the time. Yeah, unfortunately, Pinterest is just like basically everything on Pinterest is just AI art now. And at least with like ArtStation, you can like filter out most of the AI art. Yeah, Twitter. I found a lot of good art on Twitter. X, sorry. Evan, your massive bookshelf is fascinating. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you. A lot of good books, a lot of bad books. So don't take any books as an endorsement. I have different books for different reasons. All right, so let's keep going. We gotta grab Justin Gerard's name and paste him down here a few times. Yeah, I really liked his monster art, so I just ended up like using it for like all or almost all of the monsters. I wasn't sure I would like his style, but I really it has excuse me, it has grown on me a lot. And it has also like inspired like some of the design as well. Now who did this one? I don't remember who did this one. Let me see if I can check the signature. Some of these artists don't sign their work. I don't remember who did that one. Links, Chinese dragon. Come back to that. All right, so some of these I will definitely have to come back to. Oh, I know these two. These two are my boy, not Justin Gerard, but Roland. Let's actually do it this way. Paper. This might be too light of a font for ultralight. Yeah, I'll just do light italic. Just regular italic. Why is it? Oh, its opacity is down. Crank that up. There we go. Yeah, we can see it now. Force says plenty of credits. Yeah. Call it Twitter Xdom. No, X is growing on me. Like you go to x.com to like look at the go to the website. I don't know. Like I'm trying not to get too bent out of shape about that kind of thing. Whatever. Like I've changed names of things before. I used to have a webcomic and I went through like 4 different names for like the one webcomic. So like Nimble it was like Nimble 5e and now it's Nimble 2 and the other one is 5e and like naming things is hard. Just try to be cool and just go with whatever, you know. Yeah, I like that placement. Artist Earl Land, copy, paste, scooch it down. I just noticed that this should probably this should probably scooch over. Yep. Copy that. That was not so. Earl did do this one, Floridris, and we never did change her name. I'll have to cook on that. This one was, I think, Chen. Yeah, so this is Chen. Chen Guishun, I think. How do you say it? Stop being reasonable, Evan. Let me have my hot take. sorry. So this, I think it was Chen Guishon. I don't remember exactly how to spell it, so I'll double check. So this one, I don't want. So I had to have like this one like pretty far to the bottom because like I wanted to show like the building and the giant and like all of that. So maybe I'll stick it over here. Yeah, that'll be fine. Paste it. Yeah, I want to save my hot takes for things that that really demand. Like Star Wars movies, like, oh man. Star Wars, am I right? Did you decide to stick with Wildsman? Not yet. They really demand heat. Yeah, it really demands heat. I was thinking of what was it? I was toying with some different ideas. Brambleheart. Like so we name it Brambleheart because that like it's stout and it does things and it sounds pretty cool. Like can survive some things. But if we go with Brambleheart, I would need to reflavor some things. So I'm not sold on it just yet because I don't know how much I want to rework things at this stage, but maybe we will. This one is Noah Bradley. Look, I've already got it in there. Look how good I am. Yeah, Noah Bradley. Noah's got out of like he's A plus environmental artist, and he's got some really cool like abstract like weird looking crazy things too. Like and Earl is no slouch as an environmental artist. I don't remember who did this one. That's an Evan Diaz special right there. This one is this is not Earl Land. This item was done by Kyle. Oh, wrong. Kyle Cox. Black. Kyle Cox did this one. Like I know all the artists that did this, so I'm starting to understand how Taryn is able to remember all of these things. Justin Gerard. All right, guys. Wildsman totally works. I won't worry too much about it at this stage. I think it's fun and evocative, but can we make it better? All right, let's chat about Wildsman since you guys are chatting about it. So Wildsman is fine. Like, whatever. Bremmelhart. I have the high ground. When you roll initiative or gain one or more thrill of the hunt, charges move up half your speed for free in order to default terrain. That's cool. Resourceful herbalist. Like, would we need to reflavor anything? All right, so let's pretend this it was Brambleheart to begin with. Without let's pretend it was Brambleheart to begin with. Would anybody say like, that doesn't really fit. Let's change it to Wildsman. Like they're just tougher, I was just sort of like assuming like, yeah, maybe we need to have like something where like he deals damage back in return, that kind of thing. But maybe we don't. Unparalleled Survivalist, Healing Self. Wild Master, field feel any better. It feels like so like that makes me feel like the person himself is wild rather than like a man who like lives in the wild, right? Like the person himself is like crazy. He's like Animal from the Muppet Babies, you know. Which Star Wars movies? Well, yeah, half the time I'm streaming, I'm wearing a Star Wars shirt. I don't know. I like Star Wars. Not too many complaints. Nero, same. No reflavor. Bremerheart does go with a lot of your other very creative class names, though. Yeah, Bremerheart is cool. Primal Stalker. Bremerheart. I like it. Animal OS. I don't know what that means, Angela. All right, Edward. Let's take a look at the old feedback sheet. Let's see if there's. I have been trying to do good, keeping up to date on it. So I don't know if there's anything. Oh yeah, Bruno had a big long thing about Spellblade. All right, let's check this out. Let's check out the feedback he has for Spellblade. So just before we get into it, probably. Oh, Animal, yeah, Animal. Animal's good at the drums. So, did you edit your comment there, Angela? I didn't know you could edit comments in on YouTube. That's cool. So probably not going to change the Spellblade by a lot. Like I'm not going to rework the whole thing, but maybe there's something like little that we can take. Okay, recently made a homebrew for the Spellblade. We tested the official subclass extensively, and we decided the fantasy felt awkward. So it led to a lot of insights on mechanical design. Spellblade equals warrior first, caster later. Okay, so just to back up a little bit, the commander is not a fighter. Like it's a fighter. It's not like a 5e fighter. The commander is like almost closer to a bard than he is to a fighter. Like he's good with it. He's good. He's very tanky and he can fight and stuff. But the nimble commander is like really like the teamwork guy. He's like, oh, you just deleted. Okay. He is like he out of all the classes, the commander is the most likely to start his turn with 0 actions just in his turn. To spend all of his actions like on other people's turns or reactions, interposing, defending, repositioning. Like the commander is the most likely tactician. Yeah, he's the most likely to do nothing on his turn, which is like kind of cool. Like his turn is like he's the mastermind, like the guy playing chess and like moving the pieces around and like doing cool stuff. So he is not really a warrior. So the Spellblade tactician or commander, and initially I wanted him to be tactician, and I wanted the mage to be the elementalist, but then I saw that MCDM was doing that, and I was like, if they're doing that, I gotta change the name. So, but I've come to love the commander because because that was his name, I leaned more heavily into Cyclops. Yeah, that's a good way to think about it, Terry. Good way to think about it. And Cyclops could be more like a hunter thing because when he like shoots things. Maybe more like the Beast. Yeah, probably more like the Beast. Like not the most DPS, but like very intelligent, strong, like that kind of thing. Like nobody's first picking the Beast to be on their team, but like the X-Men with the Beast is like way better. Not that Cyclops doesn't do it himself either. Yeah. Loved him for you. Glad it's in here, Nimble. Okay, so just fantasy-wise, I disagree. Not that this isn't also a cool thing. This is also a cool thing. So let's see. And this is for Bruno when he reads it later. Spellblade equals warrior first, caster later. Current Spellblade loses most warrior stuff to access spells. So he loses. He doesn't lose most warrior stuff. He loses like weapon mastery, which is like a sort of minor, like cool little tactical small benefit, and then combat tactics, which you can do like lunging strike or precision strike. Like you can do like certain cool attacks. But I think Spellblade gains at least as much. Again, I hope it doesn't come off as criticism. I'm just sort of like thinking out loud. On top of that, the spell axe is very limited. Yes, it is. So they always feel like they have a shtick, a gimmick that they use over and over because they lost access to everything else. They might feel one trick pony. Okay. When designing my homebrew, I had 3 theories I want to share. Okay, so before we get into that, I want to just like clarify, like crystallize in my mind like what the Spellblade is to me, and then we can sort of compare. Okay, Spellblade. So the damage was feeling lacking since he did lose access to some of the combat tactics, which did deal additional damage. So instead, we have a firebrand. So like whenever you roll initiative, you can cast enchant weapon for free. So just like a nice little simple static boost. That you, so like that's cool. So you don't have to learn enchant weapon, and you just have like this cool flaming sword. Like you can just do that. Like that's pretty sweet, like, and it matches the art. And like so, a lot of times the art inspires the design. So all of the commands are like way, way, way more powerful. So like they lean very heavily into the commands, and then the spells that you have. So you gain int mana. It's like mana equal to your intelligence. So the spells you have are never you're never going to be like doing spells aren't like your DPS really. It's not your damage, but like you can cast something like Heart's Fire or Ignite or like you probably wouldn't cast Flame Barrier, that's a tier 3, but you could cast Frost Shield or Biting Fog. Like you could cast a lot of these, like so if you have like 3 or 4 intelligence, you could cast like 3 or 4 of these spells. Like giving someone Heart's Fire is like a big deal. It's a really big deal. Like in the right situation, that is exactly what you want to be doing. So like you could give someone else Heart's Fire, and then you can do Coordinated Strike, so you still get to make your attack that turn, and then someone else's next turn is like you can reposition them and give them another action. Like this is like leaning way more heavily into the commandery tactician mastermind kind of thing. So yes, you're never really going to be casting like snow cone. I have to rename this. You're never going to be casting Living Inferno or like Pyroclasm, probably. Although you could, like if you casted Pyroclasm, that would be your thing for the turn, right? And that's not really what the commander's about. But like all of these things that are cantrips or cost like 1 mana, like Biting Fog or Frost Shield, those are the ones, because you can pick from any of the schools, any of the spells. Um, like maybe like Alacrity, like if you want to do that, you can like reposition yourself really easily, or like Breath of Life. If you so like you can pick like I want to move people around, Blustery Gale. I want to do different things. Barrier of Wind, like these like range things are just killing us. Like our party for whatever reason is just like really bad at range, like Barrier of Wind or Fly. So you could give yourself heal, right? You can give yourself heal, which like you're not gonna have like a ton of utility, or even True Strike as a cantrip. Like that could be really really helpful for a lot of these things, or Shadow Trap, like things walk next to you and then bam, like they're grappled. You have advantage on your attacks against them now, or a Dread Visage, like when you're dying, like you have this, and it costs 0 mana. So this isn't a caster where you just have like a really deep pool of mana. You just have this like huge battery of mana. You've got like a AAA battery or a 9-volt battery. If you use it smart, like yeah, you could play some Game Boy games on that bad boy, right? So that is the thing that we're going for, right? So you can cast this for 0 mana. You can cast this for 1. You can cast this 5 times or 4 times. Same with Heal or Warding Bond. Like if you have some squishy boys, you can do Warding Bond or Heal or True Strike for basically 0 mana. Like you can do a lot of things for free because you can pick amongst any of the spells, and then you also have access to some utility spells as well. So that is the direction in my mind for the Spellblade. So so it's much more. It's still very much the tactician, the commander, the mastermind. So that is a fantasy that I had as I was developing this, leaning heavily into the commands, and also having this additional utility for like spells and things. Okay, so just a different vision of it, but like if there was like a mage fighter, like a sword mage, like maybe the Spellblade would like the. Maybe that's what this would be, but this is like another good version of it, just a different version. Ooh, let me do that. People look for Eldritch Knight will be disappointed, but people who want a magic tactician will love it. Uh, I never played the Eldritch Knight. Is that fighter? Is that a fighter subclass? Eldritch Knight. Okay, so what does the Eldritch Knight get? Spell casting, you learn cast spells, blah blah blah. You know, 2 cantrips. Ray Frost, Shocking Grasp. Spell slots. Eldritch Knight spellcasting table. Where is that table? Eldritch Knight spellcasting table. Oh, there it is. So you can cast 2 spells. Man, 3 extra attacks, that would just take so long. Sorry. Don't criticize 5e. All right, so 3 level 1 spells. All right, so you get a handful of spells. You can't really cast a whole lot. You can cast like 2, 3. So like most of your career, you're casting just a handful of like minor, like tiny little piddly spells. And then you get, what else do you get? Changing them, whatever. Learn ritual, magic bond. Like someone would be disappointed. Like they'd rather have this. Like you'd rather have like when you take the attack action on your turn, you can replace one of the attacks with the casting of a cantrip. I mean, I don't think anybody would. I don't think I would. I don't think I would be disappointed with Spellblade over Eldritch Knight. Like I don't see anything interesting that Eldritch Knight even gets. You learn how to make your weapon strikes undercut a creature's ability to withstand your spells. Like it's so wordy. When you hit a creature with an attack using a weapon, the creature is disadvantaged on the next saving throw it makes against a spell you cast before the end of your next turn. That's fine. Arcane Charge. When you use action surge, you can teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space you can see. You can teleport before or after the additional action. That's fine. Like it's neat. Like it's a neat little thing. But when you take the attack action on your turn, you can replace 2 of the attacks with a casting of one of your level 1 or 2. I mean, it's just like it's giving you the flexibility that you already have in Nimble. Like you can already like do this. So I don't think so. I don't think so, Paul. I don't think there's anything cool. Take care, Michael. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, I didn't realize it was midnight already. So I don't know. Agree to disagree. I don't see anything super interesting in that. All right, so when designing my homebrew, I had 3 theories I want to share. First, the commander has orders, tactics, and weapon specialties. Which one of those makes the commander fun? Orders are active abilities, shape combat strategies, so it's fun. Yes, orders are fun. Tactics are like 5e combat maneuvers, so very fun. Weapon specialties, they're strong, but they're passive buffs. So yeah, it's more like I have this toolkit of I have all these different weapons. Which is the right weapon to use for this fight or for this creature? It's more that kind of fantasy. It's more of a fantasy thing and like just giving commanders like a little bit more edge and combat that they need to keep up. But it's like it's fun. It's more of a fantasy fulfillment type of thing. I'm gonna pull out my axe for this thing. I'll pull out my screwdriver for this one. You know. So so if the commander should lose anything to make space for magic, it's not the stuff that makes them fun. Okay, one might say the spells are also fun, so it's a fair trade. Letter would be if it wasn't like that. Okay. I went overboard. I gave them everything back and spells on top of that. It is too much, but here's what I found out. The Spellblade is limited by resources. They don't need to be that limited for choices. For example, give them access to 3 schools of magic, orders, tactics, specialties, the whole package again. A lot. Okay. Since they're limited by resources, it has much less impact than one might think. Impact. Its keyword. Being limited by resources held them back enough to play their strong suit and have a right amount of impact. Accessing spells sounds like a lot, but having one option to cast 2 times per combat is much less impactful than wearing plate, defending twice, and having opportunity to attack. Maybe. Bork has more impact than the Spellblade with a whole system of spells. I don't think so. I mean, this is like Face Me, Glimmering Decree. The enemy takes Strength D8 radiant damage, ignoring armor, and is pulled up to 4 spaces toward you. That's quite good. When you roll initiative, you and an ally gain advantage, +3 speed, the ability to fly, and you can both also then move for free. Like that's really, really powerful. It's basically like getting like 2 free actions or like an entire free action, and you can fly. Like it could be really powerful. You can get like your mage up to some high ground, like basically safe. You don't have to spend your actions in opposing. They don't have to spend their actions defending. Like you can crystalline armor, just a truckload of temp HP, truckload of temp HP, and a debuff that can like help other people when they're hindered, reposition. Yeah, so like being able to teleport is really cool. Like it gives you additional movement on top of everything. Rising Phoenix is like, so all of these are like really, really, so all of these are like a big deal, a really big deal. And then if you choose and use the spells wisely, then I think you can have a big impact. But again, just different. All those 3 theories were proven very, very true testing the opinion of homebrew, so it's a very useful experience to come back and say something concerning. Give the spell blade back what the commander makes fun. Make them feel like a warrior first, caster second. If they're limited by resources, they don't need that. Okay. Yeah, I mean that's cool feedback. Purple Power feels like a non-mechanic. Realistically, it's too expensive in terms of hit point loss. It's going to be used very rarely. So I think this was Robin who was leaving this feedback, and we did cover this during the earlier live stream. It's yesterday now, so we covered this in detail, like when this is really, really good to use. And I think at his table, like his Shadow Answers was like like going down more than anybody else. So yeah, so this I think I'm gonna be saving like the chimeric boons for more of a like a people person focused like alternate subclass for the Song Weaver rather than like doing all of that now. I might add like a little bit of guidance there, but I might not. So I did do that. I renamed that Heroes and Saves. We did that. GM book specify that even if minions attack a movie, they miss individually. Yeah. So I think we fixed that already. Balancing with minions subtitles should be the same size. So yeah, fixed that. So I'm pretty sure I'm not going to do this because that would just take too long. Add artist credits. Yeah, we did that. Legendary monsters attack too much. Yeah, so we fixed that. Legendary monsters could use a few more non-damaging options. Yes. Yeah, I think so. Let's do. Yeah, let's go and give them one. I just had a pretty good idea. I just had a good idea for legendary monsters. I'm living in the past. It's still Wednesday here. Angela, get with the times. Thursday's great. There's only 6 days till Christmas. I'm swamped with work, and Emma has been busy, so I'll get it cleaned next time. Okay. Yeah, no worries, man. Like you guys are doing me a service. Like you guys are doing great. So, like I just feel good having like done like, oh yeah, like I finished I can finish all these. So I think what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna add like a cool little icon for this so that we can to bring a little bit more attention to it, because this is gonna be like more of a thing. So I think I want to do like a deck save. It might be like size up. Size up. Or it could be like a spot weakness. It could be like a dex save. The next attack. You make this with advantage. So like I don't attack this time. He's gonna spot your weakness or like size up, like so that like the next attack is gonna be big. It's like just you wait, that kind of thing. That might be cool. And Edward, I think this was your idea, like having like one action to per save type. I think that's pretty sweet. or it could be like pinned down or something. I'll figure out a cool name. So we have will, strength, dex, and int. Int could be like a feint or something. You're in California? How's California these days, man? I hope you're not in San Francisco. I've heard bad things about the poop in the streets. I don't know if that's true or not, but so like what could be a cool illusion-y thing? Maybe he disappears. Hide, he disappears. Fainting attack. Utah. All right, hey Utah. Yeah, I'm really loving how monsters are so compact they can still have lots of variety in actions. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what we could do for. Let's add these as bullet points. Paragraph, text. How can I bullet list? No. And set note B. I'm going to have to duplicate and set note bullets. So let's add bullet numbering, list type, bullets. Preview. Bullets. There we go. Why is it doing that? Like InDesign bullets or something. Sacramento, rarely venture anywhere else. All good. Good. Invisibility? Yeah, that might be cool. It has to make sense. Like, how could like one person failing to make an int save make him turn invisible for everybody? You know? Like, it has to make sense. It's like toss around, terrible roar. Okay, that's scary. Let's go to bullets and numbering. Do I need to like move that down a little bit? Left indent, alignment, center. What? I don't understand bullets, you guys. Edit. So I want the bullets to work like the other bullets. Driven past Sacramento many times. Where is Sacramento? Is that in the south or is that like in the middle of the state? Bulletin numbering, character style, alignment, right, left, center. I don't understand. So I want like everything to tab in. Do I need to do it here? Oh, first line indent. I don't want any first line indent. Right indent, space after. I think it's here. Tab position. Let's do that. Left indent. Right, so let's indent it a little bit less. And then maybe we can lower that. Okay, so tab position has to be at least a little bit higher. Maybe we don't want that. Do we not want that? Tab? No. M dash. M space. Is that what we want? Getting closer. The very bottom of what could be called Northern California. Okay. I mean, the United States are beautiful, so tabs, indent and spacing, left indent, this. So the first line indent. There we go. I think we're getting there. So I want the bullets to do this. I'll go to bullets and numbering. Okay, so now we can add a tab. Nope, not tab, not tab. We don't want a tab. How do I add space? It's like I want to move just the bullet, but I don't know how to. I don't know how to do that. Isn't this style set up on other large monsters? Yeah, but it's not inside the thing. Like bullet points are like so wonky. I don't know how to do it. I wish I knew. If Taryn was awake, I'd ask him. All right, so we're gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna stop messing with that. Okay, so we have to make one more edit. Got to remove the space after because that's way too big. And space before. Ooh, instead of with advantage, okay. Cannot be interposed. Ooh, that might be cool. Something like that. Justification. Yeah, I don't know, Angela. There's some weird going on because like usually it will like it'll like give me some space here, but it'll do that to like both the lines of text. But it wasn't doing that. It was only it wasn't working. All right, we'll figure that out later. I'm getting too tired to fiddle with that anymore. Okay, so let's go back to this. How much gold treasure magic items? Yeah, we got that. And a detailed example to skill challenge might do that. Timbers for traps puzzles might do that. Good spread of different kinds of rolls, monsters instead of end times. Probably not going to have that in this book. Be sincere, not too much suffering, especially goblin babies. Meta jokes. I don't know. Reward creative solutions. Yeah, yep, got that. Don't save good ideas for later. Use them. Yeah, it's like start with your best stuff. Yeah. Character sheet, miscellaneous, playtest guidance. I think I've given out everything. Yeah. Yeah, guys, we're good. I think we're good. Double King, hey, Double King. It's still yesterday in Alaska, right, man? Good to see you, Matt. All right, so let's go to, what is it? RPG icons. There it is, game-icons.net. So this is where I've gotten the base for some of the icons I'm using. Some really cool like free icons to use for like whatever. Some of them are like not that great, like whatever this is, and like, ooh, this one is good. That one is so cool. Oh, look at that. Oh, never seen that one before. That one is nasty. Okay, I'm looking for like what could we use for like some cool news on People Person. 8:30, man, that's so cool. Alaska. But like yeah, the sun probably went down pretty early, right? You're not super far north, right? I used to live right near Anchorage, on base there. So like man, I love the summers. It'd be like 10 p.m. the sun is still up, like high in the sky. It's a lot of fun. Okay, so let's look at the recent icons. So we want an icon to sort of help call out like these optional additional actions for the Fairbanks. Oh yeah, so yeah, you're up like right in the middle of the state, and like the sun's. What time does the sun go down? Like 2 p.m. Yep, that sounds about right. Yes, yeah. Oof, you gotta get your 3.5 hours in. Yeah, beautiful state. Is there still a dividend? Like every year you get a dividend, or is that only on base? Yeah, it's nice. Our parents would give us our dividend, like, all right, and go to the store, buy a bunch of candy. I think it was like $20. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was like, it was about that much way back in the '90s too, when I was there. Yeah, I mean, you sort of get used to it, and in the summertime, like the sun is up just pretty much forever. Like in the further north you go, the longer the sun is up. It's like you get like pumpkins the size of a house, cabbages and stuff. So like, yeah, they get the same amount of sunlight. It's just spread out differently throughout the year. Okay, so we're looking for some icons for these optional actions for legendary monsters. So anything that is like sort of generic and cool and fantasy is sort of what we're going for. Really sweet carrots too. Really sweet carrots. Oh, that's cool. Here, I'm gonna paste this link in here. If you guys want to like peruse, looking for and like see this goblin. I love this goblin icon. This is like one of my favorite icons. So I grabbed that and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna put an icon for all the different things. So if you guys find any cool, this one's pretty cool. Warlord helmet. Oh, and I just posted a link to just the recent. But if you just click here, you'll see all of them. Animal, weapon, body, spike / crack. Yeah, maybe one of these. Like just something generic, like maybe like this one, you know? That one might work. Like some of these are really good, some of them are like not that great. Ooh, this is a sweet icon. Ice spear? I really like that. This one would be good for discharge. You know, there's some like really cool ones. Like this is like generic enough to where it'd be like pretty sweet. Grandparents lived there. I've heard tons of great stories. Yeah, beautiful. Have you ever seen the puffins just like chilling on the water? They eat so much they can't fly. We'd see like the beluga whales and whatnot. So this one is cool. Just a lot of these are pretty cool. What is this one? All right. So I think we probably have enough. All right. So you guys tell me. So we got Warlord helmet icon. You guys vote or whatever if you want to. Okay, there's a nice spot there in English. Belugas, yeah. See those little babies. All right, so this is just like a cool, like extra little kind of neat looking icon. This remind me sort of like a lightning bolt. Looks sort of like actiony. This is just like different ways that the monsters have to break your skull. Do you like any of these? I think the Warlord helmet icon is probably the least on point. It's like this one, or this one. All right, so let's say spikes is 1. Go ahead and type 1 for spikes, 2 for the lightning bolt one, or 3 for the skull crack. 1, 2, or 3. Which one do you guys like? Ooh, there are some cool icons here. Shattered weapon. That's cool. For where in the book, this is for right here in the legendary monsters, just like additional little actions. They can do like a turbo roll or creepy monologue or taunt, or toss around, telekinetic shove, or size up, pin down, spot weakness, like different additional actions. So like each legendary monster only has like 2 or 3 actions they can do. But like these are just generic actions that like legendary monsters can just do, like instead of attacking. You like 3? Michael Bailey, Tim, man, good to see you guys. Everybody likes 3. You guys like the skull crack? It's pretty cool. Edward likes 1. 3, sure. 3 works for you. Or is it just because 3 was the latest one? Like this one is cool. I guess that's fine. Yeah, this isn't like super fancy. All right. All right, so let's just look real quick and see if there's anything else that we need to do before I just go ahead and export on this. Game Master's Guide. Because I do want to export this just basically right now before I like fall asleep. I think everything looks so far so good. I do need to do more balance on especially her, these guys. I need to like just do another balance like from like here down on those. So that is one note. All of this is much better balanced and plays much more smoothly, and some really nice maps now. So I think that's cool. Let's go here. So this is so rough that I think I'm just going to like drag it off. So like this is basically just rough draft stuff. All of these are good. Place of inspiration, 5-year conversion. That is still work in progress. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna go and export this now. I'm going to export this now, just so I can get it to you guys. Let me go to here real quick. I'm going to export this file, and I'm going to export all the other versions as well. Deliverables. This is the GM guide. We're up to 1.98. 98, everybody. Spreads export. Can you believe it? Overset text on pages 3, 10, and 112. All right, so let's double check that. You guys help me remember 3, 10, and 112. Oh, there we go. Okay, 3, 10. You can even have. How did that happen? All right, so we're taking up as much space as we can. We'll have to. Right, if we do that, I think we'll have enough space. There we go. 3, was it 3, 10, and thank you, Angela. Thank you. And then here, using 5e legendary monsters. Oh yeah, that section's not even done yet. So like I'm not super worried about it. Okay, so let's go and export. Let's go export this. You guys can look at me. Hey guys, how's it going? GM guide 1.98. And you guys can be the first ones to know about it. Export. There we go. All right, so that is exporting. I'm going to go ahead and export the core rules also. 1.98 core rules, 1.98 export. Okay. I'm going to export the heroes. Heroes beta 1.98. Okay, so the next revision is going to be basically just edits for like typos and whatnot. But I suspect everything, like we are pretty much content complete, apart from like maybe like 1 or 2 spreads on the 1 or 2 spreads in the GM guide, but so yeah, the thing, it's right here. So once that is done, so they're fairly large files with like big art and stuff. So let's go back up to here, and we'll keep doing like little tiny layout things. So like since this is one problem, that's fine. 99%. So I'm probably going to like shrink this down a bit so we can take this text, give it just a little bit more room. I probably don't need to do it that much. All right. GM guide is out. I won't even read until Friday. Yeah. Angel, if you want me, so Angel, if you want me to, I can send you the link, the online link to the GM guide. But if you're still working on core rules, then that's fine also. All right, let's see. Let's get. Uh-oh. Did it crash? InDesign crashed, everybody. InDesign crashed. Okay. Hope I didn't lose anything. Okay. It crashed when I was inputting that SVG. So if I input it again and it crashes again, then maybe I need to save it as a PNG instead. GM guide, move that over here. All right, so let's try that again. Skull crack. Okay, good. All right, so there's that one. There's this one. It looks, I think it looks too much like the W up there. Get a little bit more space there. Martial actions, just to sort of like, might be a little bit too big. I'll think about that layout stuff a little bit more. But guys, the punch list is getting smaller. I've got my sticky note. I'm gonna cross out level 3 adventure. Still got to do legendary monsters core rules edits. Haven't done that. Oathsworn tweaks. Haven't done that. Spell upcasting tweaks. We've done mostly that. Draw map. Done that. Okay, cool. I don't know that I'm gonna change Oathsworn. I kind of like it how it is. Just if in case was it twins? In case Ross watches this later. So for the Oathsworn, the reward for interposing is like saving your allies from taking damage, because the Oathsworn can just like they have more hit points. They have more armor. They can soak up a lot more damage, and it's free. Like being able to decide who takes what damage is really, really powerful. So that I think that's enough of a reward. If I have time and I'm able to like come up with a good way that doesn't break the balance or make other things less fun, then I'll think about changing it. But if not, then we won't do that. So let's take a look at the notes. So the rest of the notes. So I've got the witch class to do. And just like a few more pages to fill out. And if I can't find any pages, so let me just scooch this over. So here's the pages over here. And so we're at like one. So we have like, let me just duplicate this spread. So let's see, we have, let's see how many pages we have. So we've got half a page here, or like 3/4 of a page. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so if we have 8 pages that have no content, I'm probably not going to be able to fill those with quality enough content. So we might just go down from 112 pages to we'll have to cut like a multiple of 8 or 4. So yeah, the book might just be a little bit thinner, just because I was able to put these adventures, Goblins of Crystal Crag and Tiny Rescue. I was able to put those adventures on much fewer. I was able to format them much more intelligently. So if I can't think of any additional content that that we can fit on here without like just adding additional words, then we might just go and cut 4 or 8 pages. So it always has to be a multiple of 4 or 8, just because how paper works. So that's all we have left. You know, just really minor tweaks. I'm gonna fill this out a little bit more, make that make more sense. Anything else, like any additional content, I think I can probably fit on in 3 columns here. So the thing that we're due might just be to cut 1, 2, 3, 4. Cut those 2 spreads, and then cut those 2 spreads. Yeah, that's 8 pages. So it's 112 minus 8. 104. People person guidelines. Don't want to both bother you. Oh, yeah, maybe I might do that. Yeah, I might do that. Is anyone else not able to download? It might still be uploading. Let me check. Nope, it's up. It's up 1.98. Oh, yep. No, it's at 0 bytes for the heroes. So let me re-export that real quick. So yeah, good call. We re-export that. Command E. Heroes beta 1.98. Save. Yeah, it exported, and then I guess it had some error or something. Okay, so we're doing that. Yeah, guys. So the GM guide, probably going to cut those pages just because we don't need them anymore. Yeah, like what I wanted to say, after the adventure, like I've already said here. Here or like up here in the GM tips or the adventure rewards. Like, yeah, I've said pretty much everything I want to say in this book. One problem found. Okay, I don't care about ICC profiles. That's fine. No worries. Thanks. Okay. All right, guys. Well, it is almost 1 a.m. here. I'm gonna go get ready for bed, and then probably I was gonna say I'm gonna probably keep working on it tomorrow, but like I don't know what else we have to do. Oh, I do have to make some more maps. So I might just do some more like sort of chill drawing streams tomorrow. So I at least have to like finish. I at least have to finish like this map. But I think that this one and this one. So like this is more just like a simple layout. So just this one too. So I've got to finish those. Good night, good morning, good evening. All right, so the heroes should be good to go now. Yeah, so now it's at 25 megs. So Edward, it should be good to go now. All right, guys, thank you a lot for hanging out. It's really a lot of fun. So tomorrow it's probably gonna be making some maps, and actually tomorrow I might start working on the witch. I might start working on the witch class. If you guys want me to stream that, maybe I'll do that. Happy time zone to everybody. happy time zone to you. All right, see you later, everybody. Good night.